Hello everyone, very good evening. Please confirm your presence and tell me whether you are able to see me and screen properly. Are you able to hear me properly? Please confirm that. We shall start afterwards. Okay, we have few students here. I can see you in comments. Hello, good evening, Tejeshwar there, Richa. Welcome. So please confirm, are you able to hear me properly? Your cat is approaching very fast, right? Okay, thank you, Richa. Okay, we have Shivatmika also. Hello. So our agenda for the day is the practice of LRDI section. LRDI, most people are very afraid of, right? I hope you are not among them. And even if you are among them, but still you have dared to come for the practice session. So that shows that you are daring, right? And LRDI requires that daring only, that you should be ready to take up the challenge. Are you ready for to take up this challenge today? So today I'm going to challenge you with some wonderful questions from previous year's CAT only. And along with that, I am also going to give you some puzzles. Are you ready? So before that, I would like to take any questions if you have. I would like to know about you, for how long you are practicing and what is the status of your preparation presently. Yeah, man, if you are Ayushman, is there wonderful Ayushman? And yes, says Richa and others as well. Yes, so first I would like to know your present status of preparation, specifically for LRDI section, and we can go for the quant section as well. Verbal, I am not the person to talk about. Started last month around 25th. Okay, Ayushman, so it has been almost 1 month now. It's 18th today. So it's just 1 week short of 1 month. Okay, so what is the status? How much syllabus have you been able to cover, and how much comfortable you are? Presently, I'm doing Venn diagram. Sivatmika says, okay. Good evening there, Arnav. QA completed, number system and algebra. Wonderful, wonderful. Doing 2 sets in a day. Is it all right? Is I can see the name. It's Ain't Shivi. I think Ain't Shivi, something like that. So you are doing 2 sets a day. Is it all right? Certainly, certainly. See, I've said it many times. Listen, it's for everyone. How many questions you are solving daily, that it does not matter. What is important is consistency or regularity. Consistency or regularity. So that regularity is the important part. You should solve questions regularly. You should solve questions regularly. Whether you are able to solve only 1 set per day, it's sufficient. If you are able to solve 10 sets per day, that's very nice, right? So presently you are able to solve 2 sets per day, it's very nice. But solve it regularly. Be consistent in your preparation. And also I would suggest that use different difficulty level sets. Practice different difficulty level. Right, and for that you can use the previous year's CAT questions, you can use the previous year's mocks, you can use any of the books and any of the assignments you might be having. Very nice. Okay, Richa started 2 months earlier, very nice. And Siddhant doing 2 to 3 sets, perfectly fine. Shivatmika, puzzles, arrangements, games and tournaments completed, but still I have to improve in these topics. Yes, certainly, Shivatmika, there is no limit of improvement. You keep on improving. See, I have been teaching for more than 20 years. I don't know where it is mentioned somewhere. No, it's not mentioned here. Anyway, I have been teaching for CAT for more than 20 years now. And still I consider that I'm improving every day. I'm trying to improve every day. And I keep on learning from students, from the various questions, various things. I keep on learning. So I would suggest that keep the learner within you alive, right? Keep the learner within you alive. keep the learner within you alive. The moment you think that I am the perfect one, I am the perfect one. Oh, I think it is getting close. I need to start it again. Okay. So the moment you think that you are done enough, you have done enough, so then your learning stops. So don't stop your learning. Okay. So yes, you will keep on improving always. Okay. Mayank Sharma, long time no see. Are, I had a class. Maybe your batch might be almost over. Maybe Mayank. So I had a class. I think this Monday only. And yes, it's not on the daily basis. Sometimes I'm having a class. Sometimes I'm involved in recording or something. Okay, Ayushman ji, we are see every day 2 to 3 sets. For LRDI, it's 1 to 2 sets from 3 different chapters. Perfectly fine. Ayushman, Shivatmika, we should solve in the sense we have to solve correctly or else learning the sets. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Shivatmika. That's true for everything. It's not down to earth, it's reality, Shivatmika. It's reality. The moment you start thinking that you are perfect, so then your learning stops and you stop, your improvement stops. Otherwise, you are constantly improving gradually, and it may be very gradual process. But when the other person see you, they see you like that, where you have reached. Okay? Okay, so I think we can start with the first set now. So today we are going to solve more or less 2 previous year's CAT LRDI sets. So I'm going to show you the sets, and after that I will be giving you some time, around 10 to 15 minutes. I think that should be sufficient, and then we shall discuss how to solve it, right? I'm sure most of you should be able to solve, and if there is some confusion or some glitches are there, then we shall discuss how we should approach the question, right? And in between, I'm going to give you some puzzles also. So I think before starting with the first set, are you ready for a puzzle? Are you interested in solving a puzzle? Simple puzzle, not very tricky. Just basic puzzle, just a warm-up puzzle, you can say. Are you ready to solve a puzzle? I want your comments. Yes, exactly. See, I have said it many times in almost all of my sessions, in our paid batches, also in the YouTube sessions as well, that please solve puzzles regularly. Please solve puzzles regularly. That is very important part. What is this? Okay, so please solve puzzles regularly. That's what I wanted to say here. Yes, solve puzzles regularly. And when I say regularly, so it means minimum daily. Minimum daily, that means minimum at least some puzzles you should solve daily, right? And if you are able to solve many puzzles daily, that's very nice, but at least some puzzles you should solve on the daily basis, right? That is the meaning of regularly here. Okay, the small question here is now, it's sort of LRDA part only, it's a puzzle. The question is like that, there are 6 persons, let's name them A, B, C, D, E and F. Okay, these are 6 friends, there are 6 persons or 6 friends. So they met at a party, at a meeting somewhere, and some of them shook hands with each other. I repeat, some of them shook hands with each other. Okay, I'm not saying everyone. Are you able to listen properly? Some of them shook hands with each other. Now it is given that A shook hand with exactly 5 number of persons. Is it clear? By the way, there are 6 persons. Can you tell me a person can have maximum how many number of handshakes? That one person can have maximum how many number of handshakes? With how many different number of persons a person can shake hands? What can be the maximum? It's 5 only, right? So A is that person, right? And it's quite obvious. That means that A has shook hand with each of the other 5 persons, right? That's simple thing. Okay, so now it is given that A shook hand with 5 persons, B shook hand with 4 persons, C shook hand with 3, D shook hand with 2, and E shook hand with 1 person. Now, which persons, that is not given. Question is quite obvious. With how many persons F shook hands with? Okay, how many persons F shook hands with? That is a question. Let me write here. How many persons did F shake hands with? Okay, so your time starts now. Please solve fast. You are telling the answer as 5, Tejeshwar, Richa? I think you are answering to the previous question. Now, question here is that we know the number of persons A shook hand with, that is 5, B shook hand with 4 persons, C shook hand with 3, D with 2, E with 1. With how many persons this person F shook hands? That's the question. Okay, some of you are writing 5 only. I think Tejeshwar, Richa and Prasoon. But Shivatmika here says 1. Okay, there are many other persons also live here. I wish everyone to answer. Please fast. Of course, we know that maximum 5 could be the answer because there are not more than 5 persons other than a person. Shivatmika says 1 with A. Arey, A ke to 5 hai na, Shivatmika? Acha, you are telling that he shook hand with A only. Okay, fine. So Shivatmika is saying that F shook hand with only A. That's what you are saying, right, Shivatmika? And now Priyanshi says 4, Milind Saxena also says 4. I have started getting the different answers. Siddhant Mishra says 3. Okay, Sanjana Sahu says 1. Okay, there are different answers now. 1, 3, 4, 5. I'm giving you few more moments. Please recheck and get your final answer fast. See, you know what you are supposed to do at the time of examination. You need to come out of the temptations. The moment we see this part, it's very amazing that none of you said 0. Because 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's obvious answer looks like 0, right? In that order only. It appears to be 0. But you're all very nice students here. You understood that 0 is not possible. Why? Because A has shook hand with each of the other persons. So, kam se kam ek handshake to hua hi hai na. Okay, Hemant says answer is 1. But Ayushman is telling that with which 3 persons A, B and C this person has shook hand. Okay. Shashwat Jain also says 3. Sai Tarun also says 3. Okay, now many persons are writing 3. I think Siddhant was the first person to write 3. But now many students are writing 3. Oh, 2 was still missing. Meenu Gupta has come up with 2. Please recheck. Last chance. Please recheck. Now you have this last chance. Dhruv Arora is also saying 3 lock kar diya jaye. Bhai, there is no prizes for guessing. The prize is your satisfaction only, that you should be confident. Yes, I gave the right answer. And don't worry, Shivatmika. We have enough time. Please take your time. I'm just giving you 1 more minute. After that, we need to start today's set as well. Dhruv Arora joined late. Piche karke question dekhna pada. Okay, very nice. Shivatmika ji, I'm waiting for your answer. Your scheduled 1 minute time is about to over. Ayushman, 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 6 remainder 3. Bhai, ye kya hai? What is this? Ye kya kar diya? Okay, Suman Swarov Panda says 3. Sure. Arey wah. Sigma 5. Kyun bhai? Nikita Nagraj also says 3. Okay, I think now majority answers we are seeing on the screen is 3 now. सीक्वेंस बना के देखा, फॉर्मूला तो समझ नहीं आया. एग्जैक्टली ध्रुव, दैट्स द थिंग. देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ फॉर्मूलाज एवरीवेयर, एंड देयर आर नो फॉर्मूलाज एवरीवेयर एक्चुअली. We need to see the things logically. Okay, Sivatmika, your last answer. The time is already up. And anyone else here wish to try who has not written an answer yet, or if you want to change. Meenu Gupta, you were saying 2. Do you want to stick with your answer or you want to change? Ayushman, formula derive करने का try कर रहा हूँ. Why? There is no formula involved. Ayushman, because these persons are not shaking hand with everyone. They are shaking hand with different number of persons, right? And we don't know with whom they have shook hand with. That we need to identify. So there is no need of creating the formula everywhere. That's what I said. Yes, Dhruv is going in that nice manner. Let's follow what Dhruv is saying. Okay, everyone, please tell me here. So let's see which these persons are. So A shook hand with 5 persons. Who are these 5 persons? Of course, all these B, C, D, E and F, right? So let me write here. So A shook hand with B as well as C, as well as D, as well as E, as well as F. Isn't it? That is this person's 5. Is that clear? ठीक है ना? Okay. Now let's check with B. So B has already shaken hand with A, right? Because B is already here. Let me write here. So all these persons have shook hand with A. So let me write that they have shook hand with at least A each, right? This person also has shook hand with A. This person also has shook hand with A. This person also has shook hand with A. All right? Okay. आगे बढ़ते हैं. हाँ, Sweta is also saying 3 now. अरे पहले तो नहीं बोली, इधर बोल रही हो. Anyway, let's check it now. So let's check for B now. So B has shook hand with. By the way, E has shook hand with only one person, right? E has shook hand with only one person. That means इसके बाद तो नहीं ना आएगा. इसके बाद E का कॉलम खाली है, right? E is not shaking hand with anyone else now. Now B has shook hand with A right now, and I want 3 more persons, right? So what are the 3 other persons with which B can shake hands? See, it could be C, D and F only, right? Because E had only one handshake, and that is already done with person A. Isn't it? That means B has shaken hand other than A. They are C, D and F. Is that okay? It's not E, it's F. Is it clear? Is it clear? Clear to everyone? In between there can be some ads, as I am also seeing on my screen. You need to wait for a few moments and then you need to skip them, right? I'm waiting for that skip button to appear. Aja bhai. Anyway, I think you are able to hear my voice meanwhile. I don't know we see the ads at same moment or not. Are you people also seeing the ad? It's gone. There was no need to skip. Yes. ठीक है. So somebody was suggesting earlier that it might be possible that every person is seeing at different interval of time. It's same. Everyone is seeing the ads at same moment. It's NOPS. अच्छा ऐसा नहीं है. सबका अलग अलग टाइम पे है. Okay, fine. Anyway, so I'm coming here. So till this point, is it okay? Till this point, the persons with which B is shaking hand. Till this point, is it okay? So why I have skipped E? Because E had only shook hand with one person, and that we have already identified. It is A, right? That means E cannot shake hand with any of the other persons. E cannot shake with hands with any of the other persons. Is it okay? ठीक है ना? Fine. Let me proceed further now. So what? So we have seen that B has shook hand with C, D and F. That means C, D and F, they have had a handshake with B. So C has shake with B, and D also had a handshake with B, and F also had a handshake with B. Is it okay till this point? Yes. Okay. Yes. Proceed further. ठीक है, let's forget the ads for the time being. Let's continue now. So with the same logic we talked about E having only one handshake, that was done. Same way with D, if you see, D was having handshakes with only 2 persons, and they have been identified as A and B, which means that D is not going to have any further handshakes, isn't it? D is not going to have any further handshakes. But for C, I want one more person, right? Because with C there should be 3 persons who are shaking hands with C. So we have identified A and B so far. Which is the remaining person? It can't be D, it can't be E, it has to be F only, right? It has to be F. So it is not D, it is not E, it is F only, right? So that means F had a handshake with C, right? So now handshakes of C are completed, handshakes of B are completed, handshakes of A are completed, handshakes of D and E, everyone is completed. That means that's it. So F is also not going to handshake with any other person now. So number of handshakes of this person F comes out to be how much? You can easily count that. It is 3, isn't it? And who are those 3 persons? It is A, B and C. Is that clear to everyone? So that is a very simple question if you see, but very easily we could have got wrong answer, and you could see that in chat box we got so many different answers. Many of you said 5, some of you said 1, some of you said 4 and 2 also, right? But afterwards many of you reached to the right answer. After that many of you reached to the right answer. That's very nice. I hope it is clear to everyone. Is it okay? So point is that only you cannot miss your logical thinking at any point of time during the examination, right? That is the most important tool you are having. Use your intelligence. अपनी बुद्धि का इस्तेमाल कीजिए, right? Okay, so I think that was enough introduction and warming up the session. Now we should move to the first set of the day. That is from a previous year's CAT. I think CAT 2017 set it is. So are you ready for today's first set? I'm going to give you about 10 minutes and you should be ready with your pen and paper. Of course, you might be right now also. So if you're not yet, so you can take up your pen and paper, and the first set I'm going to present on your screen now, right? Okay, so let me see, and anything else before that? Yes, before that there's a small announcement. This is about our CAT 25 last batch, and it is starting very soon, and registrations are also going to end very soon. So those who have not yet enrolled and who are still looking for the things, so I don't think you can get anything better than that. do enroll. Okay, so here is the set. So you can see the enough information here, and there are 4 questions based on that. And the questions will be seen on the further screens one by one. But right now I'm not showing you the questions. You just need to simplify this data given. Whatever the data information is given here, on the basis of that, you need to find the final arrangement of all the things. Okay, so if you wish, you can take a screenshot, or this screen is open before you. I'm not moving to any further screen. So I'm giving you 10 minutes, and in my system's watch, it is 17:27, and we shall start that discussion exactly at 17:37. All the best. Please start. It seems that many of you have done. So it's almost, time is already almost up. And I can see here, Sivatmika says completed. Tejishwar is asking for questions. Dhruv saying done. Siddhant done. Shivatmika, yes, done. Ayushman done. Okay, around 5-6 people have done, but still there are many other persons. Yes, I'm just giving you 1 more minute. Those who have not completed the things, please try to get up the table. I will show you the questions afterwards, right? If you have completed your table, if you have got all the information, by the way, have you been able to identify the complete information, or are there any possibilities also? Have you got a unique value for each of the things? Or any combinations possible, any multiple possibilities? 2 possibilities, Ayushman says, and Tejeshwar says unique. See, now we are having the different solutions. Please recheck. Shivatmik also says unique. Okay, Siddhant says unique. Ayushman, I think you need to check then. You need to have a recheck. I'm just giving you 1 more minute. Everyone, please recheck whether whatever table, whatever final arrangement have you got, whether it satisfies all the given conditions or not. That's it. See, we will be solving questions together also, but most important is that you should be able to solve question on your own, isn't it? Because at the time of examination, it's you who are supposed to solve the questions at the time of exam. I won't be able to help you there. No one else will be there to help you out. You need to solve the questions on your own at that time, all right? So that's why the purpose of these practice sessions is that also, that you should be able to practice that, right? And I'm here to just probe you. Please recheck. Please recheck. Okay, Ayushman has got a unique solution. Very nice. He got his mistake. Wonderful. And I'm sure there are still many. Is there anyone? Please be honest. You can write in the comments. Is there anyone who has not got the solution yet? क्या कोई ऐसा है जो solve नहीं कर पाया है? Is there anyone who has not been able to solve? Please confirm. Please write in the comments, not solved or not done, whatever. Not able to solve. Fast, fast. After that, we shall start solving it together. And as I told you that this set is from previous CAT, CAT 17 most likely. Yes, Prasoon is not able to solve. Thank you, Prasoon, for being honest. Richa also not being able to solve. Very nice. Because I can see the numbers now. That around less than 10 people who were saying that they have solved and they got a unique solution, right? But there are many more persons who are live right now and who have not commented anything. So either they are not present, maybe, or they are not able to solve. So 2 of them have been honest so far here, Prasoon and Richard. Anyway, I'm sure there are more persons who are not able to solve. Dhruv, screen का data तो नहीं दे रखा, तो वही column खाली है. Yes, exactly. Screen information was not given. Fine, fine. That's true. That's true. Krishan Kumar could not solve. Okay, okay. Let's solve it together now. Let's solve it together. And as Dhruv is mentioning, that is perfectly fine thing. So let's read it together. By the way, you have taken enough time to solve this information. So I think on this part, do we have enough space? I think I can make a table here only, right? I can make a table here only, right? And let's see what is given. Let's see what is given. See, it says in a multiplex named Rainbow Vistas, there are 3 screens, namely S1, S2, S3. These are 3 screens. And as Dhruv is saying, and confirmed by Ayushman also, that further there has been nothing being talked about these 3 screens. Anyway, let's read further. On a day, the owner of the multiplex decided to have shows on 5 different movies. So M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. These are 5 different movies. The lengths in minutes of these movies are 90, 120, 125, 150 and 180. Not necessarily in the same order. Okay, so we are having 5 different movies. Let me write here movies name. So that is M1, movie 1, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, right? They are having certain lengths. So movie lengths are there. Let me write here movie length. movie length in minutes. Fine. So that we can write here. What else is given? Let me see. Only one movie can be shown on a screen at a given time. On each screen, shows can be held between 12 noon to 9 p.m. Okay, so it is the screen timings that 12 to 9 p.m. the screens can be used. The ticket prices of the given movies are rupees 120, 125, 160, 100 and 180. Again, not necessarily in order. So this is ticket prices. So ticket prices in rupees. Okay, so ticket in rupees, that is also mentioned, but again not necessarily in the same order. See, it says not necessarily in same order. Here also it was saying not necessarily in same order. So for some of them it could be same, right? For some of the movies it could be same also, but it is not necessary. That is the meaning here. Fine. Multiple shows of the given movies can be run as per the availability of screens. Okay. So screen के बारे में अभी तक कई सारी बातें हुई है, but let's read the further points. It is also known that the 7 points mentioned here, we need to see that. First point, for no movie the absolute values of length and the price were same. Okay, so you can see here the length were 90, 120, 125, 150, 180 and the prices were 120, 125, 160, 100, 180. So I think 120 is the common number, 125 is the common number, 180 is the common number, right? So for no movie, the absolute values of length in minutes and prices were same. So that means जिस भी movie का length 120 minutes है, उसकी ticket price 120 नहीं होगी, right? And same way 150, 125 and 180 will also not be there. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. And further it is said here the length of M1. The length of M1 is a multiple of 45. Achha, length of M1 is a multiple of 45. Among these numbers, can you tell me which is multiple of 45? Among these numbers, can you tell me which are the multiples of 45? 90, 120, 125, 150, 180. Which number is, which length of the minutes is a multiple of 45? Yes, answer fast. Yes, exactly, Tejeshwar. Thank you. 90 and 180. So for M1, the length could be either 90 or 180. But what it is exactly is unknown to me, right? But it is going to be one of them. I'm writing it here in the table. It should be 90 or 180 only. ठीक है ना? Is it clear to everyone? So we have read till this first point so far, and that's the thing. That's the thing we have understood so far. ठीक है ना? Okay. Now Dhruv is saying specifically, अच्छा Dhruv को सही कर रहा है 180 को. Fine, fine. But before I read all the points one by one, let me see any other point mentioning about the length of this movie M1. Can you see any other point which is talking about the length of movie M1 here? Please see fast. The length of movie M1, length of M1. Here it is, the length of M1. See here in point number 6. Yes, point number 6. Thank you, Aishman. So point number 6 says the length of M1 as well as M5 is a multiple of 60. So M5 को बाद में देखते हैं, first M1 देखते हैं. So the length of M1 is multiple of 60. Here it was saying multiple of 45. तो 45 के दो ही multiples है 90 and 180, and I want it to be also multiple of 60. Can you fix this value now? Out of 90 and 180, yes, it would be 180 only. Exactly. Excellent. Is that clear to everyone? Especially those who were unable to solve. Is it clear to you now? So out of 90 and 180, we know that only 180 is multiple of 60 also. So this must be certainly 180. ठीक है ना? अरे कुछ तो बोलो. Specifically those who were not able to solve earlier. अरे भाई हो के चले गए हो ना? Okay. So but in the same point, 6th point, it says the length of M1 as well as M5 is also multiple of 60. See, among the lengths, 180 we have already used. Which is any other length which is multiple of 60? It's 120 only, right? It's 120 only. है ना? So among these 5 lengths, 180 was multiple of 60, which we have already fixed with M1. So the other length which is multiple of 60 is 120, and it should be the length of the movie M5, isn't it? So the length of the movie M5 is also known to us now. It is exactly 120. Is that clear? Yes, excellent, Milind. Good. So basically, we have used this 0.6 entirely, no need to come back to it. In the 0.1 also we have used entirely, the M1 value has also been identified, and we also will keep this thing in mind that no, these two numbers are going to be same, right? This was also mentioned here. For no movie, the absolute value of length in minutes and price in rupees were the same. So these two numbers cannot be same for any of the movies. That also we will take into account. Fine. So basically 0.1 and 0.6 are done. Is that okay so far? Is it clear to everyone? Yes. Let's proceed further now. Let's proceed further now. So. Okay. It is said here in point C, the price of ticket M2 is 100. I think we should directly go for it. The price of ticket of M2 is 100. So M2 ka ticket price is 100. Okay. So let's put it directly. So point number 3 is also directly put there. What else? The price of ticket M4. I'm seeing the point number 4 here. The price of ticket M4 is not multiple of 20. It is talking about price of ticket. Price of ticket multiple of 20 nahi hona chahiye. If you see among all these prices, 120 is multiple of 20, 180 is multiple of 20, 100 is multiple of 20, 160 is multiple of 20. Only 125 is there, right? This is the only price. This is the only price which is not multiple of 20, isn't it? This is the only price. Yes, exactly. So M4 ka price would be 125. So this part is also done. Okay, so I'm still left with 0.2 and 0.5. These points I have not read, and other points we have read and we have filled also. अच्छा, ये भी देख लेते हैं. Which one should I see first? I think 5 देख लें पहले. The length of the movie, the ticket of which is priced as 160, is not a multiple of 4. Okay, the length of the movie which is priced at 160 is not a multiple of 4. Okay, तो 160 वाली जो movie है उसका प्राइस 4 का मल्टीपल नहीं है. Among the prices, which price is not multiple of 4, by the way? Among the prices, if you see, we want which is priced at 160 is not a, अच्छा, length is not multiple of 4. Length is not multiple of 4. So which length is not multiple of 4? 90 is there, which is not multiple of 4. 125 is there, which is not multiple of 4. 150 is also there, which is not multiple of 4. अच्छा, 120, 180 थे ना जो multiple of 4 थे. Okay, okay. तो बेसिकली ये 160 वाला इनमें से ही कहीं आएगा, राइट? यही हुआ ना, 160 cannot come here, 160 cannot come here. तो 160 किस में आएगा? It would be M3, right? Yes, exactly, Milind. Excellent. It should be M3. Let me repeat. In this fifth point says the length of the movie, right? Length of the movie is this first column here, or second column. You can see the second column. This length here. The length of the movie of the ticket which is priced at rupees 160. इसका price 160 है. So 160 could be out of these three, right? Because 100 and 125 are already filled. So the ticket price of 160 could be at any of these three places. 1, this 2, or this 3. Out of any of the three places, we could put 160. But what is the condition here? The length of the movie is not multiple of 4. भाई यहाँ तो it is multiple of 4. This is also multiple of 4. So certainly this should be 160. And the ticket value here, the length of the movie should be here, should not be multiple of 4. And we have already seen that other than 120 and 180, all of the three values, 150, 25, 90, none of them is multiple of 4. So it satisfies, right? It satisfies. यहाँ तक ठीक है ना बात? Okay, so this point is also done. So I have not read the point 2 yet. Let me come to it now. Right? Let me come to the second point now. So it says, by the way, यहाँ पे कुछ fill कर सकते हैं क्या? Ticket price. We are left with two ticket prices. Among the ticket prices, 125 we have fixed with the movie, 160 also we have done, 100 we have done. Now 180 and 120 is remaining. What would be this ticket price? Can you tell me? I'm only left with 120 and 180. Can it be 180? Of course not. It had to be 120. And this one is going to be 180. Isn't it? So all the ticket prices are certainly done. Right? All the ticket prices are certainly done. So we are left with the, this length part, and the second point is remaining to be read. Right? Only the second point is there, which is remaining to be read. Let me see now. Second point. It says the prices of the ticket of movies, comma, the lengths of which are in an arithmetic progression, comma, are rupees 120, 160 and 180 in any order. यानी कि ये बोल रहा है 120, 160 और 180 वाली जो प्राइस वाली मूवीज हैं, let me circle these values. It says the prices of the ticket of movies are 120, 160 and 180. 120, 160 and 180. For which movies he is talking about? He is talking about those movies the length of which are in arithmetic progression. That means these three lengths should be in arithmetic progression in any order. In any order. Okay. So 180 and 120 are two terms of an arithmetic progression. Okay, 180 and 120 are two terms of arithmetic progression. By the way, if you see 180 length was the longest length, so of course 180 must be the last term, right? And 120 is not the smallest length here, but still, अगर मैं 90 को लेता हूँ तो 90, 120, 180 will not make an arithmetic progression. So 120 must be acting as the smallest length now for this arithmetic progression, right? So the middle value would be what? 150, isn't it? So can you tell me the length of this M3 now? It should be 150. Yes, exactly. Shoaib, Dhruv and many others have already mentioned. Milind. Yes, Milind I think mentioned earlier as well. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So that's it. We are done now. I am using the same yellow color. So this value should be certainly 150. Because 180 was the largest term of this arithmetic progression. 120 से छोटा 90 was not possible. Then because 90, 120, 180 will not make an arithmetic progression. So 120 here is acting as the smallest term of this arithmetic progression. So this middle term here should be certainly the mean of them, which is 150 only. That's it. Okay, we are still left with two values here. Let's check what are those values. So 150 length we have done, 120 length we have done. We are left with 90 and 125. Okay, 90 and 125. What value will come here? 90 or 125? It can't be 125, right? Because of this first point. Because of this first point, length and price could not be same. So this is not 125, this is 125 and this value should be 90. Is it fine? So please recheck whether all the points are being satisfied in this table or not. And I was checking the time also. M2 will be 125 because M5 can't be. Yes, exactly. M4 can't be. M5 गलत लिख दिया आपने आयुष्मान, but anyway, fine. Is it okay? So those who have completed already, so please check your tables. Have you got the same table? Yes, right? Now, exactly. So we have got all the information correctly. We have got the exactly unique solution, unique arrangement here. So whatever the questions will be, you can easily answer them just by putting 1 or 2 more minutes. That's it. Yes. Right? And you know, you have solved 4 questions of a CAT paper, actual CAT paper. That means you have reached at least 80-85 percentile. Right? You have reached at least 80-85 percentile. Okay, let's see the questions now. Let's answer them. Okay, ready for the questions? ध्रुव स्क्रीन क्यों डाला जब कोई डेटा था ही नहीं क्वेश्चन में? मालूम नहीं भाई. See, by the way, there is a learning from here, Dhruv, that there are lot of data given in the question which is useless, right? There were many information, screen S1, S2, S3, right? Also, it was given there, कहाँ गया? ये 12 to 9 p.m. है ना? 12 to 9 p.m. Also, there was one more thing, multiple shows of the given movies can be shown. भाई उसकी कोई बात ही नहीं हुई है, right? So there has not been these things used in the question anywhere. Fine. So there are many unnecessary or redundant data which is unusable, unused data given in the question just to make it cumbersome, right? So question को देख के घबराना नहीं होता है. as I told you in the beginning only. So these are just like challenges, and they just want to see whether you are daring enough or not, whether you dare to take up that challenge or not, right? So that's it. It was simple thing, right? No mathematical skills are required. It's basic logical things. It's basic logical things. Simple numbers. No calculations involved at all. Simple arithmetic progression. Simple that simple mathematical term was there, of course. So, but that's it. That's it, right? And by the way, that arithmetic progression is taught in 10th class, right? And because all of you are preparing right now by yourself or somewhere, somehow, so all of you are aware about that, right? Okay, let's see the questions now. 7th point to मैंने पढ़ा ही नहीं. अरे, at least one show of each of the given movies was run on the given day. Exactly. This point is also useless, right? This point is also useless. It is also not being used in this entire information. Okay, so I have not checked it yourself, myself, facts and figures by you, sir. It was mentioned to me that it's it belonged to CAT 2017. So please recheck. Please check yourself. Nowadays, it's everything. Every media is open. You can check yourself. Anyhow, so this was a question for us to be solved, and we have done it. Now let's check the questions. I am moving to the next screen, and I will come back to the screen to recheck this table and find the answers. Fine. Okay. So here is the first question. Find the length of the movie M5. We have to calculate, see the length of the movie M5. Just get back to the table. Movie M5. M5 ki length is 120, right? So it is 120 minutes. Option B is the right answer here. Option B, not D here, Sivatmika, B. Okay, second question. Find the sum of prices. It is asking about sum of prices. Sum of prices of movie tickets of M1 and M4. Okay, so M1 or M4 के prices का sum. Let me get back to the table. M1, M4. M1, M4 के prices, ticket prices का sum. So it's 125 and 120. That is 245, right? 120 and 125 add up to 245. So option D should be the answer. Yes, now it is option D, that is 245. Moving to the third question here. Find a movie having length of 125 minutes. Okay, that's again a unique answer. 125 minute length wali movie. It is M2, right? It's M2. Here it is. So M2, option D. Again, this is the answer. And moving to the last question now. So find the sum of the length of M1, and price of M4. Okay, these are two different things now. Length of M1 and price of M4. Okay, let me check. Length of M1 and price of M4. So length of M1, which is 120, and price of M4, which is 125, right? So 180 plus 125, that is 305. So yes, option B, 305, that should be the answer. Fine. Now tell me, is CAT LRDI difficult? Certainly not, right? Certainly not. And I gave you 10 minutes, and before that, many of you were ready. Hey, you said completed, see me show the questions, table completed, isn't it? Many of you were already ready. And while discussing also, we didn't take that much time. Yes, question was actually easy. So point is that only that in CAT, it's not that all the given sets are very difficult. You need to identify, you need to locate the correct set on which you should spend time. And as we saw in this set, there were a lot of redundant data which was not to be used in the questions at all, right? By the way, I didn't show you the questions right now, but at the time of examination, you should also have a look at the questions given, that what information would be required to be used while solving the questions. So you could have easily seen that the screen is not to be used in this question. ठीक है ना? Okay, so ready for the next set now? 2017 में तो 8 सेट आते थे. 8 सेट तो कभी भी नहीं आए भाई. 8 सेट बहुत क्या बातें कर रहे हो? No. Bro, that's not correct. This is not correct information. There has been 4 sets always. 4 sets, 5 sets. There was 1 year, I think, then when there was 6 sets. Otherwise, it is generally 4 sets only. So there were 2 or 3 slots, and in each slot you will be getting 4 or 5 sets. There were never 8 sets. 8 sets तो कभी भी नहीं देखे मैंने यार. 8 sets in one section. No, never. At least I am appearing in CAT since 2008. तब से तो नहीं है, उससे पहले का I don't remember. एक स्लॉट में 8 सेट दिए हुए. नहीं, कुछ गड़बड़ है. Anyway, कोई बात नहीं, जो भी रहा हो, this is an actual CAT paper, actual CAT question. So, but point was that it is not that difficult as generally by the name CAT we think like. It is not like that, है ना? CAT 23. अच्छा, मैंने अभी last year I attempted with CAT 24. Anyway, I don't know. Let's see the next set now. Ready for the next set, by the way, or you want again another puzzle in between? Do you want a puzzle before next set, or should we directly jump to the next set? What do you say? I have one more set to be solved along with you. I'm waiting for your comments. अरे बाबू तेजेश्वर जी बोल रहे हैं सेट पे चलें आगे. फैक्ट्स फिगर्स वाले भैया भी बोल रहे हैं नेक्स्ट सेट पे चलें. एंड आयुष्मान शाश्वत ध्रुव सेज पजल के ज्यादा आ गया. अरे इक्वल आ गया, फिर इक्वल. अरे तो वोटिंग चल रहा है लगता है ना. मिस्टर रेजर सेज सेट, श्वेता सेज सेट, नेक्स्ट सेट, शाश्वत जैन पजल. ओके, सो इट्स ऑलमोस्ट 50-50. It's almost 50-50. Set puzzle, set puzzle, set puzzle, set puzzle, set. It's almost equal. Puzzle is a majority. Okay. I'm seeing it's almost very close. Anyway, I think we did that one puzzle. ठीक है, I'm giving you one short puzzle. जल्दी से बताना. Okay, let me use this space here. So there are 3 boxes. There are 3 boxes which contain hats. So one box contain hat only black only. One box contain hats which are brown only, and one box contain, the third box contains both black and brown hats, black hats as well as brown hats, black hats and brown hats, mixture basically. ठीक है? Is it okay? So there are 2 kind of hats we are having. So we are having black hats and we are having brown hats. So this is box 1, box 2, box 3. So we know the content of the 3 boxes in that way, that one box contains only black hats, one box contain only brown hats, and one box contain both kind of hats. Is that okay? Is that okay so far? It's very simple, brother. It's very simple, brother. Is this information clear so far? Is this information clear? So we are having 3 boxes, and in which we are having 2 kind of hats. One box contains only black hats, one box contains only brown hats, and one box contains both kind of hats. And also we are having the labels on these boxes. We are having labels on these boxes. So one box is having a label black only, the second box is having a label of brown only, and the third box is having a label of black and brown, right? But the problem is that these all the 3 boxes are mislabeled. All the 3 boxes are mislabeled. And our task is to identify the correct labels now. We are to identify the correct composition of each of the box now. For that, you are allowed to choose only one box. I repeat, you are allowed to choose only one box, and from that box only, you are to take out the hats to identify the content of every box. So question is, which box would you choose and how many hats will you take out from that chosen box to identify the contents of each of the 3 boxes? Right? So you are allowed to pick out hats, any number of hats you can pick out. So, but minimum how many hats you need to pick out? From one box only. So first you need to choose one box. From which one box you will take out how many least number of hats to identify the content of each of the three boxes. That is the total question. So I think I have got one answer from Tejeshwar. Okay, Siddhant also has come up with the answer. Good. And I think it is the same answer both has given. Both have given here, Tejeshwar and Siddhant. Others, please fast. Fact and figures. Choose blah, 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 blah. Excellent fact and figures. It's very nice to see some smart brains out here. Yes, other students, think something. The three answers I have received so far, they are all suggesting to pick just one hat from the third box here on the screen. And they think that just by picking one hat from the third box, they can identify the content of each of the three boxes. Do you agree with them? Ayushman thinks at least two hats. Ayushman, कौन से box से choose करोगे? Which box you will choose, and from which box you will take out these two hats? Dhruv thinks all three are mislabeled. All three, it's mentioned clearly. All the three boxes are mislabeled. It's clearly mentioned, Ayushman, here. Dhruv, all the three boxes are mislabeled. Sweta, take 4 to 5 hats. But from which box, ma'am? कौन से box से hats choose करेंगी आप? All the boxes are mislabeled. ये लेबल गलत लगे हुए हैं. कंटेंट तो यही है, बट लेबल तीनों गड़बड़ हैं. ओके, श्वेता थिंक्स कि बॉक्स 3 से 4-5 हैट निकालने पड़ेंगे. अच्छा, तो 4-5 की क्या जरूरत है? आयुष्मान हैज रिटन, जो भी आएगा वही बॉक्स में है. एग्जैक्टली. Yes, Dhruv, that's correct now. Okay. So I have got around 5-6 answers. Still there are many students who are just seeing and just waiting for the answer to be revealed. Yes, Prasoon, you are also saying third box should be chosen, and okay. So I'm just checking up the answer given by all of you. So if we choose one box, everyone please answer me now. The other possibilities you can check on your own. Okay? For the time being, I'm just taking the answer given by majority of the students here, and almost everyone who has answered here. So we need to choose the third box. See, if I'm taking out one box, one hat from this third box, right? So which color it would be? मैं अगर यहां से एक हैट निकालता हूं, तो वो क्या कलर का होगा? It could be any one of, it could be black also, it could be brown also, right? We are not sure. But दोनों में से एक ही कलर का होगा ना, right? It would be of just one color, either black or brown, right? There are two possibilities. Let's consider both the possibilities. ठीक है? So it could have been black, or it could have been brown as well, right? It could have been brown as well. Okay, let's consider the first case first. अगर ये black आ गया, if it is black, okay, if it is black, so can you tell me the only brown hats कौन से box में होंगे? Which box would be containing only brown hats? I'm talking of this first case now. We have identified one black, we have taken out one hat from here, it comes out to be black. So can you tell me this box must be containing all black hats then, right? This box must be containing only black hats. Yes or no? Because it could not be black and brown both, because labels are mislabeled, right? All the boxes are mislabeled. So only black यहाँ पे है, only brown कहाँ पे होगा? Only brown. It could not be in box 2 because box 2 पर तो वही label था ना, and the boxes are mislabeled. So it cannot have the same content, right? So the only brown certainly should be in box 1. So this must be only brown wala box. And of course this must be the mixed box. Yes or no? ठीक है ना? So that means the moment we got black hat from this third box, we understood the content of each of the three boxes uniquely, right? अच्छा, some of you say, sir, अगर ये third box से brown आ जाता तो exactly same situation. Exactly same situation. If the one hat which we pick out from this third box, it comes out to be brown in case, right? If it is coming out to be brown, that means what is the content of this box 3? Could it be mixed one? Of course not. It has to be only brown, right? It has to be only brown. So if it is only brown, तो only black कहाँ होगा? Only black won't be here because that was the label and it is mislabeled, right? So only black would be here. This is the only black one, and the first box must be containing the mixed hats. Is it not? Yes, exactly. So that means answer is we just need to choose this box 3 and pick out one hat from here. If it comes out to be black, then also I know the content of all the boxes. If it comes out to be brown, then also I know the content of each of the boxes. So answer is box 3 should be chosen and only one hat need to be picked out. Is it okay? Let's move to the next set now. And by the way, I have not checked the other possibilities. What if I pick if I choose box 2 or box 1? That I'm leaving to you now. Right? So because everyone who answered, they answered that box 3 must be chosen, and that is indeed the right answer, and that is the right way of thinking here. Okay, moving to the next set. And here it is. And again, there are 4 questions based on this, which will be on the next slides. I'm not showing them right now. So I'm again giving you 10 minutes for this. Yes, Dhruv, that's correct. Okay, so I'm giving you again 10 minutes, and time in my system's watch here is 18:13. And you have 10 minutes up to 18:23. After that, we shall start the discussion. Your time has already started. Please do it now. Okay, you still have 1 minute to go, but I can see again Tejeshwar, Dhruv, Ayushman, many have done, and incomplete table hai ya complete table hai, that we need to see. Are you getting a unique solution or multiple possibilities are there? Yes, it seems that multiple possibilities are there, and that's what Ayushman is writing. कि question से clear हो जाएगा. Exactly. Okay, you're just 1 more minute. So others, try to finish it fast. Too many unknowns. Facts and figures says okay. Location के लिए multiple possibilities हैं. Okay. So we had locations and we had ratings. So I think you are saying ratings finalized हो गया, right? Ratings fixed हैं? Ratings fixed हैं. Okay. Ratings and cup numbers. I think cup numbers are also there. So ratings and cup numbers are done. Locations के लिए multiple options are there. That's what you are saying. Is that so? Yes. Okay. Ratings and cup numbers are done. But for locations, there are multiple possibilities that could be simplified, maybe through questions. Okay. So 3-4 persons have been able to finish it. What about others? Okay. So we shall see the questions afterwards. Let's first make the table. Fine. Let's first make the table, and I'm sure it's not going to be a big table. It's clearly visible that we are only having 6 T's. So 6 columns would be sufficient, right? 6 columns would be sufficient. So we are having cup numbers. Let me write here. I'm using some yellow color. I should use yellow color. So I'm having cup number. So cup numbers we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. ठीक है ना? So 3 columns would be sufficient. So cup numbers are there, and after that we are also having their locations, different locations. Okay, so for location I need to write the complete name, so itna part sufficient rahega. And after that we have this rating, right, on the scale of this. The testers were asked to rate these teas on the strength of their flavors on a scale of 1 to 10. So ratings from 1 to 10. That's again going to be a number only. So that much space is sufficient. So 3 by 6 or 7, you can say, a table is to be formed, right? So not a big question, not a big deal of information. Let's see what we can see. So I'm reading it out. A tea taster was assigned to rate teas from 6 different locations. So locations are all different. Their names are given: Munnar, Wayanad, Uchi, Darjeeling, Assam and Himachal. These teas were placed in 6 cups, number 1 to 6. Okay, cup numbers we have already mentioned here. Not necessarily in same order, that we need to identify. Fine. The tea taster was asked to rate these teas on the strength of their flavor on a scale of 1 to 10, right? And he gave a unique integer rating to each tea. Unique means, that means every tea has got a different rating, right? No 2 different teas have same rating. Everyone has got a unique integer rating. That means a different integer rating. Okay. So now some other information is given below. Okay. Let's see that. So first point here says cup 6 contains tea from Himachal. Okay, directly लिख देते हैं. Cup number 6, location is Himachal. So let me mention here, it is certainly from Himachal. Fine. Okay, so this first bullet point is done. No need to see it again. Okay. Tea from Ooty got the highest rating. So Ooty got the highest rating. कितनी है पता नहीं, but it is the highest. And but it was not in cup 3. That means cup 3 का rating highest तो नहीं है. Let me write here. Its rating is not maximum. The rating is not maximum. Okay. So basically it is not from Ooty also, because maximum is from Ooty. The maximum rating was for Ooty. Okay. ठीक है. So this point also we have filled, because we are not having any positive information, any direct information. It is a negation, right? It's a negation that this cup 3 doesn't have the maximum rating, which is from Ooty. So I have mentioned it here. So no need to come back to this point again. We have mentioned the information in the table. Third point says the rating of tea in cup 3. Rating of tea in cup 3. So cup 3 तो यही इसी की बात हो रही है. So this rating was double the rating of the tea in cup 5. Okay, so cup 5 की rating मालूम नहीं. If it is X, then the rating in cup 3 should be 2X, right? Now these are the kind of information available which we are not having exact values, but I can use variables to put this information in the table, so that I have no need to come back to this point again, right? So what is given here, that whatever rating is there for this tea in cup 5, that rating for cup 3 is double of that, right? Now this number is twice of this number. It means certainly this is an even number. I'm writing it here also. This is certainly an even number. So I'm writing E also here. Is that clear? Is that clear? D can be anywhere. क्या लिखा? I don't know. यहां तक बात ठीक है? हाँ, अभी आगे चलते हैं, आगे चलते हैं. Remain with me. Those people who have solved already, I know that you are running fast, but those who have not been able to solve, so please be with me only. So we have read so far till this point 3, and I have filled all the information in the table. I don't need to go back to these earlier bullet points. Fine. I'm moving to the next point now. It says only two cups got a rating in even numbers. So I have seen this even part, that's why I have mentioned here. So certainly cup 3 has an even rating, and there's only one more cup which is having an even number rating, right? So which one is that? I'm not yet sure. So इसको बाद में देखते हैं, आगे चलते हैं. Cup 2 got the minimum rating. Cup 2 got the minimum rating. So cup 2 has got minimum rating. Let me write minimum. It is having minimum. कितना है अभी मालूम नहीं, but it is minimum. And this rating was an even number. Okay, so this is also an even number. Now in the previous point, if you see, only 2 cups got in rating in even number. So that is also identified now that this is a cup 2, right? So एक तो cup 2 था, दूसरा cup 3. Both of these are having even number rating. That means others are certainly having odd ratings, right? Others are certainly having odd ratings. Is this point clear to everyone? ठीक है ना? This point is clear. Fine. Okay. So we have done till this point. अच्छा, by the way, what should I say? ये 2x, तो पक्का ये x should be odd, right? X is 1, so this could be 2. If x is 3, then this could be 6. If x is 5, then this could be 10. Can this be 10? No, because this is not maximum. Because 10 would have been the maximum rating, but this is not having maximum rating, right? That means और ये E जो even था ये minimum है. That means जो maximum rating जिसकी भी है that would be 9 only, right? We are not going to have a maximum rating of 10. We are going to have a maximum rating of 9 because 10 अगर maximum होता तो that would have been even, or even one we are having minimum and the other even we are having not maximum, right? So certainly the maximum rating we are going to get is 9. So now what are the possibilities for this number? It could be either 1 ka double, that is 2, or 3 ka double, that is 6. That's it, right? Why can't it be 8? Because agar ye 8 hota, if it had been 8, then this would be 4, which is not possible. I want this to be an odd number. So this is going to be 1 or 3. Accordingly, this will be 2 or 6. ठीक है ना? आगे बढ़ते हैं. So far, no number is fixed yet. आगे चलते हैं. So, but I have got the possibilities here. Now it says T in cup 3 got a higher rating than in cup 1. So T in cup 3, this rating is higher than that in cup 1. ये cup 1 वाले से तो ज़्यादा है. Okay. So now this is minimum or even. तो अगर ये minimum है और even है तो this can't be 1 ना. So what is the possible value for x? Can you tell me? What is the possible rating for this cup 5? I told you this is going to be odd number, right? This is odd number. Can it be 1? No, because in that case 1 will be the minimum case. But I know that minimum is E, even number, right? So this can't be 1. Can this be 3? Yes, it can be. If this is 3, then this would be 6. Can this be 5? No, this can't be 5 because if it is 5, then this would be 10, which is not possible, right? So this is certainly 3 only, and that means this is 6. Now, if this is minimum and even, so what would be the rating here? It would be certainly 2. Is it okay till this point? Is it okay till this point? Fine. This could not be 5 because if it had been 5, तो ये 10 हो जाता, but 10 is the maximum limit, and this cup 3 is not having the maximum rating. That's why 5 was not possible here. 1 was not possible because if it had been 1, then this would be the minimum rating, but minimum rating we knew that this is in cup 2 and it is an even number. Fine. So this is 3, so this is 6, and so this minimum becomes 2. ठीक है? Okay, let's read further. So in this second last point, T in cup 3, this one got a higher rating than in cup 1. So this 6 is a higher number than this one. So 6 से छोटा odd number क्या क्या हो सकता है? I can't use 1 because minimum to 2 hai. I can't use 3 because it is already used. So this cup 1 is certainly rating 5. This cup 1 is certainly having a rating of 5. Is it fine? Yes, cup 1 is certainly having rating 5. That's true, Dhruv. Yes, that's correct. Fine. Do you understand? Why not 1? Because minimum is 2. 1 can't be used. 3 is already used. Why 5? Because it had to be less than 6. Right? It had to be less than 6, which was mentioned here. Tea in cup 3 got a higher rating than in cup 1. Okay, so we are still left with 2 more ratings here. And this last point is also here. By the way, we know that maximum is for Ooty and this maximum is going to be 9 now. Acha, can this be 9? Of course not. This is to Himachal ban jayega na. So this is certainly 9. This is certainly 9 and this is the location Ooty and this must be 7 then, right? Because that is the only number left now. Is it clear? So all the ratings have been fixed exactly and 2 locations also have been fixed exactly. I am still left with this last point. So the second last bullet point we have done. Till this point, please see if there is any confusion. Is that clear? Okay. We have checked all the possibilities, right? We are not randomly putting any number. We are just checking all the possibilities. And based on that, we have got all the ratings exactly. Right? Fine. Now moving to the last point also. So last point says the rating of tea from Wayanad. So I'm just keeping the first letter here. So Wayanad, W लिख लेता हूँ. Wayanad का rating जो है, it is more than the rating of tea from Munnar. It is more than Munnar. Okay. But less than that from Assam. This is less than that of Assam. Okay. So these 3 locations have ratings in that order. Right. These 3 locations have ratings in that order. By the way, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4 locations left, but it is comparing only 3 in that order. So which is the 4th remaining one? It is, I think, Darjeeling. Yes. So Darjeeling is there. Right. So they have not informed anything about this Darjeeling. So now remember that this AWM, they need not to be in exactly consecutive orders. Right. There, D could be between them somewhere also. D could be between them somewhere also. Is that fine? So we have no further information about A, W, M and D because I do not know the location of D. So because D could be after M, between W and M, between A and W or maybe greater than A also. So that's why we cannot put the locations exactly. But the ratings have been identified according to the cup numbers. Till this point, is it okay? 4 possibilities? Yes, exactly. Exactly. There are 4 possibilities now. Ayushman, good. That becomes a PNC question now. Permutation combination question. So this D can be put after M, between W and M, between A and W, or before A. So that makes the 4 possibilities exactly. Right? So I'm not drawing all the 4 possibilities here. That we shall see according to the question. That we shall see according to the question. अर्पित कुमार यहाँ पे सभी iQuanta वाले हैं. Anyway, I welcome you. I welcome you here. Okay, so ready for the questions now? Yes. Okay, let's move to the questions. So I'm moving, shifting to the orange, this blue color. First question. What was the second highest rating given? Second highest rating क्या है भैया बताओ? Among these ratings given, so 9 is the highest, 7 is the second highest, right? So yes, exactly. So second is the second highest rating given. So answer to this question is 7, isn't it? So it is a theta question. You have to type the answer. It is 7. Move to the second question. What was the number of the cup that contained tea from Ooty? Cup number we need to tell. Number of the cup which contained tea from Ooty. So Ooty wala tea cup number is 4, right? So answer here would be 4. Fine. So simple question. So simple questions. Third question. Now it says if, right? So it is having the condition. So if the tea from Munnar did not get the minimum rating, okay. So Munnar minimum nahi hai. Minimum rating 2 thi na. So Munnar is not 2. That's what it is saying, right? Munnar is not 2. So what was the rating of the tea from Wayanad? So W की rating कितनी आएगी? So if M is not 2, तो what is the rating of W? That we need to see. Let's get back to the questions. M is not 2 here. Okay, अगर M 2 नहीं है, see among these three M was the smallest one. So if M is not 2, तो 2 फिर हम D को ले लेंगे भाई, क्योंकि बाकी तो उससे ज्यादा ही होने वाले. तो then in that case D must be 2. This D must be 2. So M क्या होगा फिर? M would be 3. M would be 3 and 3, 5 and 7. नहीं कहाँ गया? और 7 तो already done. 2 के बाद 3 and then we are left with 5 and 6. So this would be 5 and 6, right? So that would be order then, because M is not equal to 2. तो 2 तो बाकी तो कोई हो नहीं पाएगा. D has to be 2, M has to be 3 and this is 5 and this is 6. So question was asking about W, right? So answer would be 5. Is that clear? Right. So the answer would be 5 here. 1, 2, 3. That is third question. Answer would be option D. That is 5. ठीक है ना? But this was only for this question, because this condition was given here that if the tea from Munnar did not get the minimum rating, and minimum rating we knew it was 2. Okay, in the next question it may be different. Okay, let's move to the next question. Now I think this is the last question here. It says, if cups containing teas from Wayanad and Ooty, W and Ooty वाले जो cups हैं, cups, if cup containing tea were consecutive numbers, so cup numbers are consecutive, right? Cup numbers are consecutive. So cup numbers are consecutive for what? Wayanad and Ooty. So which of the following statement may be true? It is asking about. It's not saying exactly true. It is asking about may be true. Okay, I will see the statements afterwards. First, let's see what happens when these two cup numbers are consecutive. Okay, Wayanad and Ooty. I think Ooty का तुम्हें मालूम ही है ना? Wayanad का देखते हैं. So let me go back. Wayanad and Ooty have consecutive cup numbers. Okay, so Ooty is here. So Wayanad का cup number क्या होगा? Will it be 3 or 5? What do you say? Wayanad का cup number क्या होगा? 3 or 5? Yes, everyone, please tell me. What will be the cup number of Wayanad? Would it be 3 or 5 or both possible? Both are possible. What do you say? Why not 3, Devalita? Sorry, Devadatta. Why not 3? Why you are saying 5? Because among the remaining locations, remaining 4 locations, we are having rating 5, 2, 6 and 3. 6 is the highest one, right? But Wayanad is not having the highest rating among these 4. The highest rating one would be either Assam or Darjeeling, not Wayanad. So Wayanad cannot be having a rating of 6, right? So certainly Wayanad must be at this cup number 5, isn't it? Yes, exactly. Assam should be bigger. Wonderful, wonderful. I hope it is clear to everyone. ठीक है ना? Is that thing clear? So certainly this Wayanad must be here. So this is Wayanad. Let me put it here. This is Wayanad. If this is Wayanad, we know that Wayanad से ऊपर, Wayanad से नीचे तो Munnar तो आना ही है. So 3 से कम तो एक ही है. This must be Munnar then. This must be Munnar then. Now Wayanad से ऊपर दोनों है 5 and 6. तो Assam and Darjeeling can still interchange, right? Assam and Darjeeling can still interchange. So Assam or Darjeeling. If this is Assam, then this would be Darjeeling, or otherwise this would be Assam. Fine. So using the condition in that 4th question, we still have these 2 possibilities. Is that clear? Okay, now let's check the options. So we have taken this condition into consideration that Ooty and Wayanad, their cup numbers were consecutive, right? They were in the consecutive cup numbers, right? Their cups were having consecutive numbers. So that was the only possibility, and in that possibility we could see that location Assam and Darjeeling, still that is not fixed. Okay, let's check the options now. The question was asking which of the following statements may be true, right? May be true. First statement, cup 5 contain tea from Assam. Is it true? Certainly not. A तो अभी हमने देखा ना, it would be in 1 or 3 only, right? So it certainly can't be true, because इसका cup number तो 1 या 3 होने वाला है, isn't it? Assam का cup number तो 1 या 3 होने वाला है, तो statement A can never be true. Statement B now, cup 1 contains tea from Darjeeling. Can it be possible? Yes, because Darjeeling के भी 1 या 3 होने वाला है, तो yes, it may be true, right? It may be true. That's it. No need to check further. By the way, let's check. Let's check. देख लेते हैं. Question was asking about may be true only, yes, not certainly. So it may be true, but let's check others also, right? Let's check others also. T from Waynard got a rating of 6. That was not possible. That we had already seen. Waynard वाले का तो 3 rating आया था ना. So Waynard वाला could not have a rating of 6. So this was certainly not possible. This cannot be true. And last one, T from Darjeeling got the minimum rating. Darjeeling का minimum rating आया था क्या? नहीं, Munnar was having the minimum rating, right? So this statement D is also cannot be true. So certainly option B must be the right answer, because option B may be true. Other 3 can never be true. Is it clear? Question ने थोड़ा घुमा दिया, okay? Question ने नहीं घुमाया, options ने थोड़ा घुमा दिया, right, Dhruv? So again, that was again an easy question, small question, not too much information, not too much data. A small table we had to frame, and most of the values were filled, right? And whatever values were not filled, that could also be identified very easily, not with much difficulty. Is it clear to everyone? So we had solved 2 very nice sets from the previous year's CAT today, and we solved 2 puzzles also in between. I hope you must have gained some good practice, good exposure today, and any question you would like to ask, any comments, any reviews, any feedbacks from your side, that would be very nice. संजोग सर, आप जो छोटे छोटे वार्म अप क्वेश्चन देते हो वो कहाँ मिल सकते हैं? एक्सीलेंट क्वेश्चन संजोग. I think I told people earlier also. So I run a Telegram channel where I share a lot of questions. I share a lot of questions there. So you can message me on Telegram at my Telegram handle Keshava Krishna, KESAVAKRSNA. So that's my Telegram channel handle. So Telegram is a communication app just like WhatsApp, you know. I hope most of you are familiar with WhatsApp for sure. So similarly, there is a Telegram channel, a Telegram app. So I run a Telegram group and channels there also. That's a free for everyone. And specifically, I use that for school students. And many teachers are also there. So it's a good resource. So on the daily basis, I send Sudoku puzzles, some other mathematical questions. This is a very good exercise for everyone. So if you wish to be joined, you can send me a message typing this. So you will just type this and send. You will be able to send a message to me. So just tell me your names and all, and that you wish to be joined to that repository of the questions. You will get that. Okay? I hope it works, Sanjog. Dhruv, एक puzzle और. अच्छा, okay. It's my first day class. Krishna Kumar, very nice. Krishna, how was your experience? You can share that. I'd be very happy to have your first-hand feedback. Okay, एक puzzle और करें. Dhruv. ठीक है. Okay, simple puzzle. A simple puzzle for all of you. Ready? Any book suggested to practice? See, I always suggest the previous year's questions. Please solve previous year's question. That is the best resource for any exam. Specifically for LRDI, solve puzzles that I solved in the beginning also. And which puzzles? So the best puzzle which I recommend is Sudoku and its various variants. And by the way, I have just suggested you to join my Telegram group also. There I share regularly many questions. Some questions I share at Facebook group also sometimes. But you can be joined there because I regularly share, daily I share a few questions there, 1 or 2 questions, or sometimes more also in that my Telegram group that you can join by sending me a message on Telegram. Okay, and what else? Other than that, there is one nice book I recommended once. I shall name that. The book is The Great Book of Puzzles and Teasers. The great book of puzzles and teasers. So this is a small book, छोटी सी book है, but it's a very nice book, wonderful book, and it is having exactly 150 questions, and many of the questions have been used exactly in CAT as well as that, some good examinations. So it contains solutions also in great detail. It's a good book for learning. The author name is Norman Lewis. You can get it online as well, I guess. So Norman Lewis is the name of the author. So that's a very nice book. So that you should certainly purchase, right? Don't just have the soft copy. Better is to get it purchased in hard copy format and solve at least one question on a daily basis. That will be very helpful. And a few days ago, I also suggested one puzzle website. If you type Circle 9 on Google, and you will find a website by the name Circle 9 Puzzles. So there are very different kind of puzzles are available there on the daily basis, and it's a really very good practice. I personally solve questions regularly from Circle 9, from Sudokus, and many other variants. ठीक है ना? So this is, I think that is too much, more than sufficient for your practice, Prasoon. Is it okay? Okay. Now I wish to share one more puzzle before we end the session. Yes. That's an old puzzle I think many of you might already be aware about. Let me give you just a small thing, that there is a 40 kilogram of block. A person used to use it to measure the things. You know, 40 kilogram in our Indian terminology, it is called man. एक मन का मतलब 40 किलोग्राम. ठीक है? So generally wheats like rice or wheat or some other kind of things, they were measured in kilogram in man. So 40 kilogram, एक मन, दो मन, तीन मन, and so on. ठीक है? So now this piece was to be broken in exactly 4 parts. It was broken in 4 parts, the 4 parts of different weights. So one part, then slightly larger, then slightly larger, then slightly larger. So they were having all integral weights. This 40 kilogram block got broken into 4 parts. But the benefit was that now we can measure all the integral weights from 1 kilogram to 40 kilogram by using these 4 weighing blocks. Now they can be used as the weighing blocks. So by using these 4 weighing blocks, total of which is 40 kilogram only, so we are able to measure each of the integral weights from 1 kilogram up to 40 kilogram, because just by using this single block, we were not able to weigh 1 kilogram, we were not able to weigh 2 kilogram, we were not able to weigh 3 kilogram, and so on, right? So question right now is this: so what should be the weights of these 4 parts individually, so that we can weigh each of the integral weight from 1 kilogram to 40 kilogram, and how to weigh the different values? So you are having a pan balance for that, a 2 pan balance there, physical balance. ठीक है ना? So on we can put the whatever things we want to weigh, we can put them on one of the parts, one of the pans, and the weights can also be put accordingly. So what should be the individual weights of these 4 blocks? We have 2 minutes. Please think. Is the question clear to everyone? Is the question clear to everyone? Yes or no? Yes, na? If anything you want to ask regarding the question, you can ask me. And I've just explained all the things in great detail here. 40 kilogram block has been broken into 4 parts. Each of the 4 parts is having some integral kilogram of weights. And by using these 4 weighing blocks now with a physical balance, we can measure all integral weights from 1 kilogram to 40 kilogram. You have to identify the individual weights of these 4 weighing blocks. I'm giving you 1 minute. Please answer fast. Can you use half of the blocks while measuring? Dhruv, these blocks are already broken. They can't be broken further. They are not allowed to be broken further. So initially there was only one block of 40 kilogram. Now it has been broken down into 4 parts. Right? It has been broken down into 4 parts. So that means their total sum is still 40 kilogram. So but we are not allowed to break them further. And while measuring, we cannot measure a larger quantity. Let's measure 40 kilogram first. तब उसको आधा आधा करके 20 कर लेते हैं. No, that's not allowed. That's not allowed. To measure any of the quantity, we need to use the weighing blocks only. We cannot use an already measured quantity as a weighing block. I hope that clarifies, Dhruv. We cannot use an already measured quantity as a weighing block. That's not allowed. So we can only use these weighing blocks to measure any of the quantities. And it is given that we are able to measure all integral weights in this range from 1 kilogram to 40 kilogram. Integral weights are there, Krishna Kumar. I told you that these 4 blocks are having integral weights. So it can't have 2.5 kilograms like that. What have you written? 25 or 2.5? I'm not able to see. 25 you're writing. Okay, 25, 5, 5, 5. Okay, Krishan Kumar, if you say 25, 5, 5, 5, that's 40, perfectly fine. But how will you measure 1 kilogram then? You're not able to weigh 1 kilogram then, na? 1 will not be measured, 2 will not be measured. By the way, Dhruv has come up with a nice answer. Okay, I think I should leave it here so that you can keep on thinking. Dhruv, why you are not taking any of the values? Why 13927? It seems that you have done this question earlier. By the way, this is an old question. So many students are already familiar with the question and with the answer also. Yes, the answer given by Dhruv is perfectly fine. The answer is 139927. That was different question, Dhruv. Yes. Okay. Mr. Roger says 1, 10, 13, 16. Okay, let's check that. Dhruv, आपका आंसर बाद में check करते हैं. Let's first check the answer given by Mr. Roger now. It says 1, 10, 13, 16. 1, 10, 13, 16. Okay, is the total sum 40? Yes, that is there. Okay, 1 kilogram can be measured? Yes, 1 can be measured. 2 can be measured? Yes, 16 minus 14, 2 can be measured, right? 3 can be measured? Yes, 16 minus 3, 3 can be measured. 4 can be measured? Can you measure the 4 kilogram? Yes or no? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Yes, हो जाएगा ना? 14 minus 10 will be 4. Yes, 4 can be measured. 5 can be measured? Yes, 16 minus 11, 5 can be measured. 6 can be measured? Yes, 16 minus 10, 6 can be measured. 7 can be measured? Yes, 17 minus 10, 7 can be measured. Can 8 be measured? 8? 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. 8 कैसे आएगा भाई? How will you measure 8, sir? Mr. Roger, how can you measure 8 kilogram? हो जाएगा ना? This is 3. So 10 plus 1, 11, 11 and 13. That is 24, basically 24 minus 16, 8 will be there. Fine. What about 9? 10 minus 1, 9 will be there. What about 10? 10 will be there, 10 is directly here. 11, yes, 10 plus 1, 11 is fine. 12, 13 minus 1, 12 is there, fine. 13 is already there. 14, yes, 13 plus 1, 14 will be there. What about 15? 16 minus 1, 15 will be there. 17, 16 plus 1, 17 will be there. 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18. Yes, 18 will be there. So 16 plus 13, that is 29 minus 11, 18 will be there. Wonderful. What about 19? 19, 19, 19. Yes, 19 would be there. This is 29 minus 10. That would be 19. 20. Yes, 29 and 130 minus 10, 20. 20 would also be measured. Wonderful. अच्छा 16 छोड़ दिया बीच में क्या? हाँ 16 हो गया था ना? 16 तो हो जाएगा. Okay, next further. अरे बढ़िया चल रहा है. Good. अभी तक तो बढ़िया चल रहा है. Yes. Next, let's move further. 20 तक हो गया. Next further 21. Will be able to measure 21. 21. How will you measure 21? Can anyone suggest? Kamna, we need to check whether all the weights can be measured or not. So right now we are checking Mr. Rager's arrangement. So we have seen up to 20, till 20 it is possible. After 20, now 21 I'm checking. So by using 1, 10, 3, 13 and 16, can you measure 21? I doubt. 21, Mr. Rager, 31 minus 10. 31 कहाँ है? 31 आया कहां से भाई साहब? बनेगा ही ना मिस्टर रेजर. टोटल 40 था यार. अरे टोटल 40 था भैया. 16 plus 13 is 29 and 130. 30 minus 10, 20 it would be. 21 नहीं बनेगा, है ना? 21 नहीं बन रहा है. 31 is not there, Mr. Reja, isn't it? That was a good try, but we stopped here. 21 बनाना भैया ध्रुव. 20 we have already done. 21 we are talking about. So 21 will not be possible, है ना? But it was a good try, Reja. 20 तक पहुंच गया. I was thinking कि पहले अटक जाएगा, but 20 तक पहुंच गया था. Okay, same with Kamna, you can also check. It will also not do. Yes. Okay, now by the way, we have already got the answer. Dhruv has already given the answer. The correct answer is 1, 3, 9 and 27. Now whether it works or not, that I'm leaving up to you for the time being. Our time is already up. I think many students are having another class also after this. I am also occupied. So we shall end the session here and see you soon, very soon in any of the further sessions. So thank you very much. And I would love to have your good feedbacks, and you can like or share the videos also. And if you have not joined our batch, so you can certainly go for that. So we are having free mock CATs also, and with AI analysis and all the things are there. And that last batch which we already talked about, practice batch, is also going to be there. IMABC practice batch. So we are having some good things to our call out there. 7500 CAT level questions to practice, and we have good results as well that you can check. So enrollment closing for our last batch in next few days, and we are having a good team up there. So thank you very much. So I shall stop here for the day. Thank you very, very much. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prasoon. Thank you for the nice audience here. Without your participation, the session could not have been good. Fine. So I'm really obliged to all of you. Thank you very much. So I'm ending this live stream at this point.